Good evening, sorry friends. This the Middleman coming at you again from Walker Studio back in Studio B. And we like to say we give God all the praise and honor as usual. Give him all the glory. Thank him for as well as it is. And we also thank him for all the cyber friends. You know who you are. Y'all look at my title of my video. It says wake up everybody. Wake up everybody. Um I like I said on today, uh, we laid to rest two of my longtime friends. Been knowing them a long time, ever since high school. Um, Matter of fact, my fellow deacon in my church, both of us on deacon board, Deacon Johnny B. Mays, and also another friend, Lindbergh Grady, Deacon Lindbergh Grady from Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, where his pastor, Reverend Freddie Starling. Uh, Brother Johnny B's pastor, my pastor as well, is Pastor Christopher Williams. And we laid both of them to rest today. And I couldn't attend. I could not attend either funeral. But nevertheless, our hearts out with the family and their wives and everything. And we send them all our greatest heartfelt condolences and everything. A lot of activity goes on in the month of May, y'all. But I'm saying, wake up, everybody. Wake up, wake up. You know, as much as this stuff is happening, and people have been dying ever since creation, we know that. It is appointed unto man wants to die, but after that is the judgment. But let me tell y'all something. We need to be careful how we treat one another. I mean, whatever reason. I mean, if it's understandable. I'm just talking from this middleman. I just tell it straight from the hip. I don't pull no punches when I'm telling the truth. I can understand if you do something unbeknown to you, and you do something out of ignorance, and you really did not have a grip on what it was that you maybe have done. I can understand that. But and then people can kind of go along with that kind of thing because everybody's human and we are subject to mistakes. So people can make mistakes, but some of us are doing things just for the hell of it. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. We do things just for the, and then we call ourselves Christian. No, 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 no. In other words, we all have feelings. Everybody have feelings, and we need to be careful of how we treat one another. That's how come I said, wake up, everybody. It's like I said, people been dying since creation and everything, but the close and it used to be a time when you hear of a death or something, it was somewhere way off someplace, but now it's right there in your front and back door. It's people that you know very well. In other words, God is. They said it. The old song that Troy Raymond, the Soul Searcher, made years ago said, "Death is writing a letter, and he's mailing it every day. One day he's gonna mail you one, and he's gonna mail me one. If Jesus' delay is coming, we all gonna go by the grave. But what I'm saying is, why we got the chance? Why don't we treat each other with respect and treat people like you want to be treated? In other words, we reap what we sow, people. We reap what we sow. And I'm just sitting here this evening to tell everybody, myself on down. It includes everybody. You cannot claim that you such a big Christian, and yet it's still people got to walk on cotton around you all the time, and don't nobody know how to deal with you none of the time because you like this one minute and you like this the next minute. You can't tell whether to speak to you or to hush. That kind of stuff should not be in all people that call themselves blood bought Christians that belong to Jesus. We should that attitude and that personality shouldn't be nowhere near us. Now, like I said, we all human, and we subject to mistakes and we got fault. That ain't what I'm talking about. Everybody got weakness and fault. That's understandable. But I'm talking about when we are doing things just for the sake of just being straight out nasty to each other and people, that's not called for, y'all. But nevertheless, remember, that's a dad. That's a dad. Let me say that again. That is a dad. In other words, a man shall reap what he sowed. In other words, that whatever soever a man shall reap, that's a dad. You shall sow. So in other words, you don't plant watermelon seeds and think and go out there and get carrots. No, 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 no. You don't do that. You don't pick plums off of a pear tree. You reap just what you sow. So now we got to understand, my brothers and my sisters. I was sitting here, I was out there in my studio today for just about 3 hours. I was out there trying to get out everything. I got 3 PCs I had to get right. They hadn't been updated in months, and I don't know when because of me and my condition. But I was able to get on out there in the studio today, and I stayed out there until I got those 3 PCs up and running again, and got them running very good. And so I was sitting out there while I was listening to a little music on YouTube and whatnot, like I always do. And my mind was on my buddy Johnny B as well as Lindbergh. I was just thinking I was out there during the time, right at the time that funeral service was going on, right around 1 o'clock. I was already in the studio. And but my mind was just going over certain things, trying to see, when you try to see where the Lord has brought you from. And then you try to the only thing you can do is try. You can't make people do anything. You cannot make people. And I tell everybody this here, don't try. You cannot. Joel Osteen said, I heard him say this in a sermon once. He said, no matter what you do, 20% of the people that you meet and come across on a day-to-day basis are not going to like you. So don't worry about everybody liking you. You don't need everybody liking you. You just need the right people liking you. But, you can't make people do anything. So it's just like old Tyler Perry Madea say, let people go. Just let them go. It'd be better to do that than, ain't no sense of getting yourself upset and all out of joint because of, I won't say that on this here video. I will not use that. I will not say it that way. But that mess, that mess, in other words, you don't need that mess and that type of stuff in your life. You be better off by yourself with nobody than to deal with people that has always got a chip on their shoulder and you got to walk on cotton around all the time. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, and it is the truth. So like I said, y'all, wake up. We need to wake up, y'all. We need to wake up. I don't want the Lord. I don't want the Lord to call me, and I got a whole bunch of mess in me against somebody that I ain't forgave them for in umpteen years and stuff like that. There, I don't want that in me. I want to have a clear conscience that when the Lord call my name, I'll be ready and to go on into glory with him. Because let me tell y'all something, regardless of your popular belief, you ain't going to heaven anyhow. I hear people say that all the time. No, you're not doing it anyhow. Only the pure in heart shall see God. That's what my Bible tells me. So y'all, wake up, everybody. Wake up. All this little penny in and nitpicky junk that don't mean nothing. And then, like I said, the only thing you can do, you can't help how people treat you, but you can help how you treat them. That's what I'm speaking of right there. That is the main key. You do good, and God will take care of you. But all these people with all these chips on their shoulders and, and going around talking about who they don't like, and I don't like this person. Oh, my God. We need to get rid of that mess, y'all. We need to get rid of it. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm going to say this here. Wake up, everybody. And this is the middleman. And I'm telling you, whatever you get into, if God ain't in it, come out of it. Because it's going to come to nothing. And again, I'm going to tell y'all, wake up, everybody. Till the next video, next Bible study. This is Middleman saying peace and good evening.